Welcome to Champion Central, the internet talk show that empowers current and next generation entrepreneurs to live and conduct business as next level leaders. Champion Central spotlights and empowers speaking professionals, giving them a voice to communicate their missions across the world. And now, here's the champion builder herself, your host of Champion Central, Lakeisha McKnight.
All right, you guys, welcome to Champion Central Radio. I'm your host, Lakeisha McKnight. And so, how has your week been? I guess that's the biggest question I need to be asking right now. How has your week been? I know we're approaching our weekend, and I'm hoping that you guys have some exciting plans. I know that I do. This weekend, I'm actually having my 8-month-old son christened, and so family coming in town, I'm going to be enjoying that. Definitely. It's always a good thing to be able to spend time with family because those precious moments you definitely can't get back. So definitely value the time that you have to spend with family and friends and loved ones. And hopefully, of course, the business that you're creating or the business that you're starting will give you the opportunity to have more time and freedom to do the things you love, which may, of course, include spending time with family. So again, welcome to Champion Central Radio. For those of you who have been connected with us and to us all along since we got started, thank you so much. Just to let you guys know, we did start with Blog Talk Radio, but of course we made our transition and made some adjustments. We're here now with our show and really getting things going. Of course, if you want to look us up even more, you definitely can look it up on Blog Talk Radio if you want to listen to those previous episodes. But definitely check us out on the website, championcentralradio.com. For those of you who are new, go to championcentralradio.com to learn more about the radio show. I know we've had very interesting series previously. Before we had an entrepreneurial journey series. We had authors on the show, speakers on the show. We do interviews, debates, and so much more. You know, Champion Central Radio, we're here to empower, entertain, right, and educate the thought professional, the thought leader. That is the speaker, the author, the coach, the marketer, and the ministry leader, helping them to reach millions with their message. So if you fit in that category, you're at the right place at the right time. So again, thank you so much for listening in. This particular show is sponsored by a nonprofit called iLead Outreach. Learn more about iLead Outreach by going to ILEADOutreach.com. That particular nonprofit focuses in on the college student, the ex-offender, right, as well as the unemployed, teaching them how to learn business concepts by way of internships and, of course, workshops, teaching them how to start businesses of their own. So that's what that nonprofit does. But you know, Champion Central Radio is the media outlet or a media outlet for the primary company, which is the iLead company, right? We tend, of course, to the same market, the author, the coach, the speaker, the marketer, the ministry leader. Yes, to those particular professionals there. And you can learn more about iLead Outreach or iLead Company specifically by going to ILEAD company.org, iLeadCompany.org to learn more about that company. And then iLead Outreach, ILEAD Outreach.com. So again, thank you so much for tuning in to Champion Central Radio, where actually we are continuing with the 100 Thursdays campaign about giving you the important tips on mastering the art and business of speaking. Remember, of course, as a reminder, this particular campaign spiraled off of the best-selling #1 book for Amazon, right? Called Professional Speaking, How Anyone Can Master the Art and Business of Speaking, written by, of course, yours truly, Lakeisha McKnight. And you can find out more about this book, which is actually a speaker system in a book. I want you to get access to that on Amazon. The digital version is there, as well as the softback version of the book on Amazon. Go ahead and grab your copy today. But again, thank you so much for tuning in to Champion Central Radio, where we're going to dive right into hot speaking tip number 17. And as you can see, of course, based on the title of today's episode, it focuses in on preparing correctly. Now, I want to ask you this question. How many of you take the time diligently to prepare for your speech or your presentation? How many of y'all can say that you actually do this? Do you do it, right? Do you do it? But do you actually take the time to prepare correctly and effectively for your presentations. How do you prepare? Think about this. How do you take the time to prepare? Is there a specific way or a specific effective way to prepare? What have you learned about preparing in the right way to do it? And one of the keys I want to share today, one of the keys to proper preparation for a presentation is to gather important information about your topic. So again, gathering information about your topic, very essential. Researching can be done though now through the internet. We all know it. You're on the internet now. Of course, if you're listening to this, you're listening through the internet, of course, or you may be on the website. Either way, you're listening in and you're getting access, of course, by way of internet, right? Researching can be done through the internet, which is more convenient. We all know it. We can just go right on Google and just Google anything. It's just so convenient. But be careful of the sites you go to. Make sure that it's a credible website where you're doing your research, because anyone can post anything. For example, if you go to like Wikipedia, you'll realize that Wikipedia allows you to edit the information on that website. So anyone can go in there and edit or adjust the information there. It can be correct or it can be false information. So be careful of the websites that you go to so that you and do your research to make sure that it's a credible website. It's a website with trusting, correct information on it. Look at the author, the owner of the website, to make sure that it's a trusted site. But if you are able to uncover important material for your topic, though, once you are done with your speech, I want to encourage you not to throw it away. Because since you have done good use of it, you can definitely use it again in the future. So if you've done research already for a topic, don't throw it away. Don't get rid of it. Hold on to that information, because you never know when you're going to need to use it in the future for future presentations, or to even use it for another project that you're going to be working on. So definitely do your diligent research. Due diligent, right? Your due diligent research on your topic, your niche area, so that you can be well prepared and do it the right way. Prepare in advance. Don't do it the day before, getting your presentation ready the day before, and then expect it to just blow the minds of those listening. They can know, your audience will know when you've done your research and when you haven't. Some people are good at reading people and knowing that they really don't know what they're talking about. So you definitely want to prepare the correct way. Do your diligent research, take the time to study, get your presentation in order, get it together, because I know at the end, it's going to rock. You are going to rock the stage. They're going to be so in tune with you. The client that hired you is going to want you to come back by and speak for their audience again, for their group again. So the right way to prepare is doing your research, gathering information on your topic, the internet, books, audio programs. These are just some options that you can use as far as research is concerned. And you may have some great research or some great resources, I should say, right in your library right now. It could be sitting right there and you haven't picked it up in a while. Go back through it. Sometimes I learned that when you go back over a previous book that you've read, that you learn something new. And you all know this to be true. So definitely go back to a book that you've read some time ago, or an audio program that you've listened to, and you may even get another fresh golden nugget from that particular resource that you can utilize for your next presentation. So don't throw away your research. Get back to it, pick it back up, dust it off, right? And begin to use it again so it can help you to prepare the right way. All right, you guys, you've listened right here to, of course, yet another fresh episode here on Champion Central Radio, where we've given you another hot tip within our campaign, right? 100 Thursdays campaign on mastering the art and the business of speaking. I want you to come back by next Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for yet another great tip to help you with your speaking endeavors. You all be blessed, and I will speak with you next week. Take care.
Thank you for listening to Champion Central with Lakeisha McKnight. If you'd like to comment about any of the topics discussed on the program, learn how to be a Champion Central sponsor, or find out how to become a guest on the show, come on over and visit us at ChampionCentralRadio.com. That's ChampionCentralRadio.com. Join Lakeisha for the next edition of Champion Central. And remember, champions don't just win, they overcome.